From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest, or welcome to Good Morning Northwest if you're just joining in at the top of the 6 o'clock hour. Here are our big weather stories. Damaging wind gusts possible for tomorrow night. We could have feet of snow possible for our Cascade passes all throughout this week, and river flooding could come back again for this week. Granted, it's not looking as severe as it was for last week. So for now, we're going to hone in on the potential for damaging wind gusts for tomorrow night. Current wind gusts, it is gusty for our mountains, but for lower elevations, not necessarily seeing that. But by Tuesday night, you see gusts getting up around 50, 55 miles per hour for the Tri-Cities, Hermiston, Pendleton, Walla Walla, and for Salish Pass. So tie down any loose outdoor objects you're responsible for, especially Christmas decorations. We'll put this into motion with futurecast gusts, and really for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we'll have these fairly persistent gusts. I'd say during the day on Tuesday is probably when the wind gusts aren't going to be as severe, but 4 p.m. on Tuesday to 4 a.m. on Wednesday, that's when we'll see the strongest round. After 4 p.m. on Wednesday, it looks like we'll start to ramp things down. But this could come back, at least to some extent. So we'll talk about the potential for minor river flooding coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, floodwaters may be slowly receding across parts of Washington, but as you just heard from Josh, the threat isn't over yet. From road closures and rescues to what's next with more rain and this snow possible as well, we have what you need to know coming up.
And amid the flooding, the Red Cross is warning drivers across Benton City, West Richland, and the surrounding communities. That warning and why even shallow floodwaters could put you in serious danger is straight ahead. All this on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jade Elliott. Happy Monday to all of you. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend.
I had a great weekend cleaning. How was yours? I know it wasn't.
No, I probably should have done a little more. Yeah. No. Weekend was great. Santa? Yeah. Took the kids to see Santa, and
you got a hilarious picture of your youngest out of it.
Genevieve,
we'll have to show it later.
Bless her heart. She talks a big game, but yeah, then she wants nothing to do with him, and even to the point of like, well, what do you tell Santa what you want for Christmas? So he knows. She says, I already gave my list to my elf. So
her
Santa
elf.
knows.
She has a specific elf. Exactly. She gets it.
The logic. Yeah.
That's the kind of the mentality that I want to have. So.
Oh, she's got it. Yeah.
We do want to get into your top stories now, and we're starting off with continuing coverage on the devastating floods across the state from over the weekend. While water levels have started to go down in some areas, this morning officials are saying the danger is far from over.
Just last week, that heavy rain from an atmospheric river caused streams and rivers all to overflow, impacting communities here locally, Kittitas, Yakima, Benton County, but all across the state as well. Because of that, emergency crews, they were busy through the weekend responding to flooded roadways, vehicles stuck in the water, even a swiftwater rescue in Benton City.
Now, several roads remain closed this morning. That includes Van Giesen Street between West Richland and Richland, and that's where water continues to cover the roadway. Authorities are urging drivers not to go around barricades, saying it's not only dangerous but also illegal.
Because of all the flooding throughout the state, President Trump signed an emergency declaration activating FEMA to assist with all of the devastating flood damage. Governor Bob Ferguson also requesting this declaration after the heavy rain and melting snow caused these rivers and creeks to overflow, leading to widespread washouts.
The declaration covered multiple counties. That includes Benton, Chelan, and Yakima, as well as tribal nations in the region, with the possibility of expanding if needed. Governor Bob Ferguson thanked federal officials for their swift response, and he also mobilized the National Guard and first responders to help with rescues and cleanup efforts during the flooding.
Now, statewide, more than 50 highways have been reopened, but more than a dozen still remain closed in 11 counties across the state. US 2 still shut down between Skykomish and Tumwater Canyon, and closer to home, US 12 remains closed near Natchez after part of that roadway collapsed during the flooding.
WashDOT crews are now working daily to rebuild that section of US 12, but officials say repairs could take until January. Until then, the highway and parts of the Yakima Greenway Trail will remain closed.
For those displaced by the flooding, the American Red Cross continues to operate an emergency shelter that is open in Richland at Central Church.
Officials say even as water levels fall, conditions can change quickly, so the message remains the same: stay alert and follow road closures. And the Red Cross is also warning drivers across our area not to drive through floodwaters, even if they appear shallow. Heavy rain is combined with snowmelt and it's pushing water over roads in Benton City, West Richland, and communities statewide, and it's creating hazards that aren't always visible.
Officials say floodwater can conceal washed out pavement, weakened roadbeds, and of course debris that could be under the water, making just a few inches really dangerous. They also warn that the water is extremely cold, and that raises the risk of hypothermia if someone were to become stranded or were to be knocked off their feet in it.
Some of the way these roads are, and the water getting underneath pavement and washing away the base, you may see, oh, the water's only 3 or 4 inches deep, but you don't know if it's stable.
And the Red Cross says the safest choice is to turn around, also avoid standing water, and use open shelters if flooding forces you out of your home.
6:05, and making a difference this morning as the flooding and the strong winds hit the Tri-Cities. Local outreach groups say people experiencing homelessness and those newly displaced are now facing even greater risks.
Organizations like Sent to Serve say survival quickly becomes the priority for people living on the street. So strong winds can make mobile shower services impossible and warming shelters remain limited. Sent to Serve continues weekly street-based meal services for more than 160 people.
They're also handing out sleeping bags, hygiene supplies, and trying to help people replace ID cards or access transportation. Leaders say that the flooding just adds another layer of danger, displacing people from already unstable camps and making it harder to access help, especially for those who suddenly have lost housing and don't have basic documents.
But everything takes time. And if you are displaced, you can't even start a service until you have an ID card. So even people that, for some reason are out of their homes, if they don't have an ID card, you can't start services.
Advocates say as flooding continues and as they anticipate the arrival of winter weather, the need for shelter space and long-term support continues to grow across the Tri-Cities.
And to ensure that you stay up to date with the very latest information, here's what you should be bookmarking on your device.
Our digital team at Apple Valley News Now is maintaining a flood blog online, so you can check the top of the article for the newest updates or scroll down to see updates throughout the day.
You'll find the very latest on evacuation zones, what's happening across our area, the region, across the state, all with timestamps so that you know when that information was last refreshed and posted. For instant access, you can download our news and weather apps.
And don't forget, you can visit our website, that's applevalleynewsnow.com, to stay informed. And keep it here, because coming up next, police say they're still trying to bring to justice the suspect in a mass shooting at Brown University. Coming up, we'll break down the latest from Brown, including how the community is coping and law enforcement's response overnight.
I'm giving you a live look outside this morning from our Central Washington outdoor camera at the rodeo grounds in Ellensburg. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert is going to have your first alert forecast coming up after the break, talking about the possibility of some more flooding.
Board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Amber Sharon is now seeing patients at Prosser Digestive Health Center. Dr. Sharon provides upper endoscopy, colonoscopy, and specializes in women's digestive health. Get expert, compassionate care close to home. Call Prosser Digestive Health Center at 509-786-5599 to schedule, or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Want your home or business to remain clean? Here to meet all your janitorial needs, R&S Janitorial Services. They have serviced the Valley for over 20 years, specialized in cleaning all offices and businesses to warehouses, commercial buildings, and more. R&S keeps the inside of your business or workplace clean and professional at all times. You keep doing what you do best and let R&S do the rest. Call R&S Janitorial Services at 509-840-7100 today.
There's no place like home for the holidays.
And there's no better time to save on furniture and mattresses than right now during Walker's Friends and Family Sale.
Get the furniture you like at the prices you'll love, with some clearance items up to 70% off.
Plus, take advantage of 5-year special financing with no money down.
And remember, Walker's is where
quality just costs less.
More family to yours. Merry Christmas!
Match and win on Lucky Number Tuesday this holiday season at Bi-Mart. Match your ending number and you win Form energy drinks. Match your entire number and you win a $100 or $250 Bi-Mart gift card. Win and save on Lucky Number Tuesday at Bi-Mart.
Unwrap the gift of music at Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos. Bring home the timeless sound of a Yamaha piano this holiday season, either acoustic or digital pianos. Enjoy 0% financing for 24 months now through January 5th. Available in-store and online. From uprights to grands and the Yamaha Clavinova, all delivering incredible sound with a beautifully natural feel. Make your home sing this Christmas with Yamaha from Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos in Richland.
Looking for a great gift idea this holiday season? Twigs Bistro and Martini Bar's Holiday Bonus Gift Card Deal is on now. Purchase $100 in gift cards and receive a $20 bonus. Head to twigsbistro.com for more info.
A festive flight on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. All right, we could have some additional river flooding for this week. Doesn't look like it's going to be as bad as last week, but of course, we will continue to watch this very closely. Now, the linchpin of this is going to be the fact that we have rainfall, some moderate to heavy rainfall at times in the Cascades for both today and tomorrow. Now, after 10 p.m. on Tuesday, this is going to transition to snowfall. That will bring its own problems to the mountains, but for that rainfall falling over the next couple of days, that's going to start to fill into our basins once again, and those river levels will start to rise again. So just like with last week, it looks like the rivers in Kittitas and Yakima counties probably going to crest towards the middle of the week. And for the Yakima River at Kiona, that crest is going to be in that flooding time frame is going to be a little bit later in the week, into the weekend. But remember, last week we were expecting the rivers to get up to moderate flood stage. This week, just minor flood stage. So, of course, we'll continue to keep a very close eye on this throughout the week. Still technically for this morning, the Yakima River at Kiona at that minor flood stage, but those flood waters will be receding very quickly for today, but then starting to pick up again later in the week because of the aforementioned rainfall up in the Cascades. That next crest is probably going to be on Friday afternoon, at least as the forecast sits right now. Okay, it looks like the National Weather Service in Pendleton just lifted that flood warning for the Yakima River at Kiona, which is why nothing's popping up on the map. So that is some very good news. But the reason why the flooding potential in part is going down is because the snow potential is going way up for the Cascades. First alert weather days in place. I'll talk about just how much snow we could have coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. It is 12 minutes after 6 now, and we are turning our attention to the national headlines coming in this morning. The latest on the deadly Brown University shooting that killed 2 people and left 9 others injured.
Overnight, the mayor of Providence announcing they've released the person of interest. This as they continue looking for the shooter this morning. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has the latest details.
Overnight, authorities in Providence releasing an individual who had been a person of interest in the deadly mass shooting at Brown University.
I imagine that the Providence community feels a little bit more anxious right now than they did an hour ago. And I understand that.
Police scouring the area for the shooter as students barricaded themselves in rooms and hid behind furniture and bookshelves.
Providence police!
The shooting happening during one of the busiest times of the school year as students were in the second day of final exams. One student telling ABC's Whit Johnson about the moment he heard the gunshots.
He immediately saw me and I immediately saw him. And then I look to my right and I see a bunch of students running down the stairs, running out the door, jumping on the ground, just whatever it takes to stay alive.
Across the campus, more than 400 law enforcement officers, including the FBI and ATF, swarming the scene. But they say the suspect had already fled through the side of the building complex.
I've been around long enough to know that sometimes you head in one direction and then you have to regroup and go in another. And that's exactly what has happened over the last 24 hours or so.
One of the victims killed has been identified by our church as Brown student Ella Cook from Birmingham, Alabama, where she was remembered.
For those of you who knew her, who know her, she was a just incredibly grounded and generous and faithful and bright light.
On Sunday night, a Christmas tree and menorah lighting ceremony turning into a vigil for the grieving community at Brown.
Our hearts just break for those families. It's too much. There was a lockdown that had been put into place as all of this was happening, and they were looking for that shooter. That lockdown has since been lifted.
Brown is now canceling all remaining classes, exams, and projects for the semester, as they did tell students that they could leave campus.
All right, still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up next, checking back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert as we give you that live look outside from our Central Washington outdoor camera at the rodeo grounds in Ellensburg, talking about snow in the mountains, which could impact your holiday travel. He's going to break it all down for you coming up after the break.
At State Fair Park, the lights will glow, a shimmering, glittering holiday show. The 6th annual Drive-Through Light Fest, a joyous sight, presented by Giza Credit Union, all merry and bright.
From December 12th through the 21st, load up the sleigh with family and friends from 5 to 9 p.m. each night to see Santa, Cindy Lou, the Grinch, and more. Enjoy miles of lights and themed displays with hot cocoa and treats available for purchase. Tickets are available for purchase at the gate or online at statefairpark.org.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery. Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado. For 200 accessories including dozens of humidors and fine pipes. It's the educated cigar.
A new head coach and a new attitude, but it's still the most exciting game in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh my!
Seattle Kraken Hockey.
That's hockey, baby!
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
I have something for you.
Hi. I have something for you too.
Get 0% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. See your Inland Empire GMC dealers.
Apple Valley News Now is Yakima.
Apple Valley News Now is Cleella.
Apple Valley News Now is Tri-Cities.
Apple Valley News Now is Prosser.
Our broadcast center may be in Kennewick, but Apple Valley News Now is everywhere.
From the Blues in the east to the Cascades in the west, one television station is everywhere you want us to be, leading the way with local news you trust. We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Always on your side. From our family to yours, happy holidays.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We could have 3 feet of snow for our Cascade passes from 10 p.m. tomorrow night to 4 a.m. next Monday morning. So the culprit for that would be this atmospheric river that is going to bring rounds and rounds and rounds of rain and snow to our region. So already for this morning, seeing mostly light rainfall out there, but it is moderate to heavy at times for the Cascades. And of course, that will pose a little bit of a river flooding threat for this week. But let's put this into motion with Futurecast radar, and you'll see really, as we head into the afternoon, going to trend a lot drier for lower elevations. That's going to continue into Tuesday as well. But I want you to pay attention to the Cascades, all right? So during the day for tomorrow, seeing some showers and starting to pick up a little bit more into the afternoon, but watch into the very late evening, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, midnight into Wednesday, starting to see some much heavier rainfall and now some snowfall for the Cascades. A lot more blue on the map, and we're going to see that for the Blue Mountains as well. Of course, you can track those hour-by-hour precip chances for your exact home address by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. But it really is going to be after 10 p.m. on Tuesday that our past conditions are going to slide downhill. So 10 p.m. on Tuesday to 4 p.m. on Wednesday, 5 to 10 inches of snow for Cascade passes, a couple inches for I-84 and for Oregon 204 as well. But look at 4 p.m. on Wednesday to 4 a.m. next Monday. Another 23 to 33 inches of snow for our Cascade passes. This is what model consensus is saying. So that's another 2 to 2.5 to 3 feet of snow for the Cascades on top of the 5 to 10 inches we're forecasting for 10 p.m. on Tuesday to 4 p.m. on Wednesday. So if this comes to fruition, we'll definitely see chain requirements and pass closures, and we know that holiday travel is starting to pick up, so that is something that we're very cognizant of. Okay, here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Gusts up to 50 miles per hour on Tuesday night, and then for Yakima, active weather in front of us and trending a good deal cooler throughout the forecast period. In Ellensburg, windy today and Wednesday, then a chance of a wintry mix Thursday through Sunday. For Hermiston, gusts up to 50 miles per hour tomorrow night, but high winds continue into Wednesday. And finally, for Walla Walla, an active forecast ahead, watching the possibility of some snow mixing in next week.
This wind is making it really hard for me to keep my Christmas decorations intact outside.
I'm sorry. Put some good lights on the inside that'll shine through to the outside. You know what I'm saying?
Just put a really big Grinch. I love those decorations where it's just the Grinch and it looks like he's taking
the lights down. I know, that's
easy,
so cute.
Low effort.
Exactly. I heard it already is easy and low effort, but man, it keeps toppling the things.
Oh no, you gotta take it inside.
I did. I just put it back out yesterday, and now I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool, it's coming back in.
It's been a weird December though. We've got like higher temperatures than usual, and then like this kind of active weather. It's
wild ride.
Yes, but hey, later in the week, the wind gusts not as strong, so maybe
then you can bring it out.
Yeah.
I love just bringing it
Every
out,
time you
putting it back.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing to do.
So much fun.
Yeah. All right. Hey, still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, Hollywood shaken after the shocking deaths of iconic director Rob Reiner and his wife. Now what investigators are saying about the case and the hours that led up to this discovery at the Hollywood home. It's all coming up in your entertainment headlines after the break.
Every point counts. The race to $1 million is on at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Earn entries into the $1 Million Monte Carlo giveaway with free play drawings every Friday and Saturday starting at 6 p.m. Multiply your entries by 10 times every Monday. Then on January 3rd, we're drawing lucky finalists to play for $1 million at 4 p.m. Play now, win $1 million. Only at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
Are you suffering with constant agonizing knee pain? Have you been told that you have arthritis or are bone on bone? Is knee pain making simple activities like walking stairs or kneeling impossible? If this sounds familiar, the next 60 seconds could change your life. Do not let knee pain control your life any longer. Our powerful program addresses the underlying causes of knee pain without masking symptoms. There is no use of drugs, injections, or surgery. Do not miss this opportunity. Call now to see if we can help. If you qualify for care, day one we will perform a trial treatment. Please listen carefully. You will know by the end of the first visit whether or not we can help you. Do not hesitate. Call now. You don't need to suffer any longer. Call right now to see if you qualify for our program that has transformed thousands of lives. Call before it's too late and take the first step towards the knee pain relief you deserve.
Cle Elum offers something special in every season.
An absolute adventure. Every single day is different. It's that sense of community, I would say, that really drives us. It's why we want to live here. It's what we love the most about being here.
It's a really beautiful small town with mountains and everything you ever want to do or adventure.
There are a lot of great restaurants, a few wineries. There's a lot to do and see here. Cheers to Cle Elum.
Learn more at centralwashingtonoutdoor.com.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
So happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on this Silverado with over $7,900 total value. Plus, Costco executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
A festive flight on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Looking at your entertainment news, where Hollywood is mourning the death of Hollywood director Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle. Now, just yesterday, law enforcement sources say the couple was found in their Los Angeles home.
LAPD says homicide detectives and forensic teams are on the scene conducting a full investigation. Officials have not yet confirmed whether a crime did occur. Rob Reiner was one of America's most beloved filmmakers, directing classics like Princess Bride, Stand By Me, A Few Good Men, and When Harry Met Sally. All of that before directing. He was also an Emmy-winning actor on All in the Family, where he played Archie Bunker's son-in-law.
It was on that set that he met Michelle, the woman who would become his wife, and together the couple leaves a lasting mark on Hollywood and fans around the world.
And in more entertainment news, Hollywood is also mourning the loss of actor Peter Green.
His manager says that he was found dead in his Manhattan apartment on Friday. Cause of the death is still unknown at this time.
He was best known for playing bad guys in films The Mask and Pulp Fiction. Green was 60 years old.
And finally, in your entertainment news, actor Timothée Chalamet is feeding speculation that he could be the anonymous British rapper SD Kid.
What?
I've seen this on social media. It's hilarious.
All right. Well, the rumors surrounding the identity of the viral musician who released his debut album Rebel in June has more than 11 million monthly listeners on Spotify. He's known for performing while wearing headgear that covers most his face, like Marshmello, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Precisely.
But
like
we
that.
know who that is, don't we?
Yes,
Kind of.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Like, there's been a picture.
There's been.
I couldn't
right?
tell you his name, but
yeah,
I think you can look it up.
Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, Chalamet was asked on a radio show if fan speculation that he is esketed is true. He said no comment twice, and when pressed further, said all will be revealed in due time.
I didn't think it was him until this radio interview.
Chalamet, what?
Chalamet. But fans say they have the same eyes and wear similar clothes. Their faces do look the same. The little part of the face that you could see, it looks like him.
I gotta look up SD Kid.
Yeah, and similar clothes, including the same skull print scarf. And Chalamet was spotted attending a concert in August by a rapper who's featured on an SD Kid song. And Chalamet also revealed in 2019 that he used to rap when he was in school, going by the name Lil Timmy Tim. Well, both kind of strange names.
Lil Timmy Tim.
And he can,
such street cred with that
bars.
name.
Like he can rap, so it could be him.
Okay.
I really hope it's true.
One thing that doesn't line up is SD Kid speaks with a Liverpool accent, but fans point out that as a twice Oscar-nominated actor, Chalamet could have those skills in the dialect department to pull it off.
That lines up too, yeah.
Well,
That could be him,
that's,
yeah.
that's the most
too
believable
talented.
part of all of it is, of course,
No,
he
honestly,
can probably
yeah.
change his dialect.
I agree. The rest of it, like, maybe, could be, but
I got a deep dive on that.
I
she'll
think
figure it out.
I think he certainly could pull it off. One time I saw he was the guest picker on College Game Day, and either he really knew ball, or
He knows
really,
ball.
or he really did a lot
I
research.
think he
And it
knows
was just
everything.
playing the part.
I think he's just very well-rounded.
He knows it all. Well, here,
I hope
mean,
this is true.
here's what we're gonna have to figure out the timeline. Is if SD Kid's going on tour?
Oh, yeah. Does it line up? He's got a lot of projects going on.
You know,
so I don't know.
with
We'll
the
see.
movies and the show. Like, I don't
We'll
know.
get to the bottom of this, and we'll let you know.
And you're gonna hear it here first. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, a Franklin County corrections officer behind bars this morning. We have more on those accusations that could even land some others in legal trouble.
Plus, a Richland High School student dealing with cancer has the community stepping up in a big way. And coming up, we have the incredible support surrounding him. It's all in your 6:30 half hour right after the break.
I've got 2 words for you. Jack Pack. All my faves for just $6 with your choice between 2 delicious sandwiches. My work here is done. Get my $6 Jack Pack or my munchies under $4.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
In an instant, your world can shatter. At Quantum Legal, we understand injuries can be an immense burden, taking a toll on your body and leaving you drowning in medical expenses. Battling insurance companies without legal representation will make matters worse. We are committed to advocating for your deserved compensation. Quantum Legal, where compassion meets justice.
During winter months, do you sleep too much? Feel listless, sad, or down? You could suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Find out ways to fight back at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Seasonal Affective Disorder Month, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
Twist the month before gifting. Garage piled high. Houses were bursting. Time to let clutter fly. The Habitat Store wish list is merry and clear. Our shelves need your treasures as holidays near. Make room for the new by sharing the old. Clean, sell-ready items, tidy and bold. We turn good tidings to homes built with grace for local families to find a safe place. Drop off in Richland, all items lovely and bright. Or call for free pickup and fill our wish list tonight.
Cle Elum offers something special in every season.
An absolute adventure. Every single day is different. It's that sense of community, I would say, that really drives us. It's why we want to live here. It's what we love the most about being here.
It's a really beautiful small town with mountains and everything you ever want to do or adventure.
There are a lot of great restaurants, a few wineries. There's a lot to do and see here. Cheers to Cle Elum.
Learn more at centralwashingtonoutdoor.com.
You know you want a burger, so make it my Smash Jack. Rated the best burger in fast food. It's even got more beef than a Big Mac. Chin up, Ronald. Maybe you'll get a participation trophy. My Smash Jack combos are still on top.
Welcome to Jack in the Box. Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
So I'm deep diving still on this SD kid
And
situation.
if it's Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, we got a lot going on here this morning. So thanks for being with us on this Monday. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
It is International Tea Day, and we'll have more tea after you fully investigate this
tea.
later.
I know. Okay, I said he's going on tour, so not only are we going to have to keep an eye on him, but his lady,
Kylie Jenner. Okay,
Kylie Jenner.
So we'll
if all of a sudden she's bopping around in Australia,
it could be him.
I'm just saying.
We'll see. But what's the tea on the weather? How's it looking out there?
There's just so much.
Too much.
It's one of those
Too much to
everything,
sip.
everywhere, all at once forecasts, right?
Just like Timothy Chalamet.
Yes, we have wind gusts. We have a lot of snowfall for the Cascades, and maybe some river flooding coming back for this weekend, or for this week as well. Okay, so again, those damaging wind gusts, the snow. For now, we're really just going to hone in on the wind gusts. So it looks like the strongest wind gust is going to be Tuesday night, anywhere between 40 to 55 miles per hour. Now, for this morning, it is a little bit gusty for the mountains. Lower elevations not seeing that, but as we head into Tuesday night, see those 50 to 55 mile per hour gusts for the Tri-Cities, Hermiston, Pendleton, Walla Walla, and also for US 97 at Salinas Pass. So we put this into motion, and folks, it's going to be windy for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but again, that main time frame is going to be 4 p.m. on Tuesday to 4 a.m. on Wednesday. So during that time frame, of course, be sure to tie down, or before that time frame, be sure to tie down any loose outdoor objects that you're responsible for, especially Christmas decorations, especially if they are inflatables. Also, track the potential for river flooding to come back again for this week. I'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. We begin this half hour of news with a crime alert out of Franklin County, where a law enforcement officer is in jail for allegedly sharing confidential information with inmates about a Pasco shooting that injured 6 people back in October. Now, detectives began investigating this in November after learning corrections officer Lynette Craig divulged details related to a suspect without legal authority. She was arrested just last week on December 11th. She's now facing charges including official misconduct and rendering criminal assistance. Authorities say more arrests could follow, and anyone with information on this should contact the Franklin County Sheriff's Office.
6:34 and making a difference this morning. Richland High School students gathered last week to support one of their classmates who's battling cancer. Heath Wick is a sophomore and member of the wrestling and baseball teams at the high school, and he was diagnosed with cancer around Thanksgiving. He started his chemotherapy treatment last week, and to support him, fellow Richland students wrote encouraging messages on green and gold paper, the colors of the school, and the paper chain will be used to decorate his hospital room. Coaches were quick to act when they heard the news, and a fundraiser for money and meals for Heath's family has been organized. And if you would like to donate, you can find that link up on our website. That's applevalleynewsnow.com. And keep it here, because coming up next, holiday cheer can quickly turn into holiday fear. Scammers know this season means more shopping, more travel, and more opportunities for them to steal. With what consumers are being urged to watch out for right now, this before your money or personal information slips away.
Happy holidays from Apple Valley News Now.
Every day begins with a welcome and a promise to walk with each patient on their path to recovery. From medical care to counseling, group healing to quiet reflection, our team is here every step of the way. Recovery includes movement, connection, and care. Because recovery isn't just possible, it's happening here every single day.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Enter Santa's Big Give and maybe win $500 from Coca-Cola of Yakima Tri-Cities or a $200 gift card from Bank CDA. Enter at contests on AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Win big from Coca-Cola, Bank CDA, and Apple Valley News Now.
STCU and Apple Valley News Now honor local volunteers by sharing their stories and donating $1,000 to their favorite charities. To nominate someone who's making a difference in Benton and Franklin counties, click on Volunteers Count under the Contest tab at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Ellensburg is a great place to visit all year long. Let's talk with some local businesses. This is Ellensburg.
I'm Megan West, owner of Claim Clothing in downtown Ellensburg. Claim Clothing is a store located in our downtown core of Ellensburg, Washington. There is something happening all year long in Ellensburg.
Ellensburg is awesome. We have a great community, we've got a university, and you've got a huge community of locals and outdoor enthusiasts.
You've got great restaurants and wine, and yeah, there's a lot to do downtown in Ellensburg.
At Core Powder Coating, we bring metal to life. From industrialized parts to custom projects, we specialize in high-end finishes that protect, perform, and stand out. The 35-foot oven, 5-stage chemical wash, and climate control facility, we handle the jobs the others can't and do it right the first time. Core means commitment, organization, reliability, and excellence. And that's exactly what you'll get on every job. Core Powder Coating, where quality meets color. Visit corepowder.com or visit us in Richland.
They're not fancy. No leather seats, no powerful sound systems, but they have wheels, seat belts, and AC. These are Apple Valley News Now cruisers, and they go where news happens. Because Apple Valley News Now is everywhere you need us to be.
Reporting live here in downtown Richland,
Yakima,
Tri-Cities, Walla Walla.
From the Blues to the Cascades, one television station leads the way with local news you trust. Oh, and when you see one of our cruisers, please go ahead and wave. We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Always on your side.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yes, we could have some more river flooding for this week, but it doesn't look like it's going to be as bad as the river flooding we saw for last week. Okay, this is going to be the critical point, right? We have an atmospheric river all throughout the week. Most of it's going to be snow, but for the first 36-ish hours of this, we will have some moderate to heavy rainfall at times for the Cascades, so that's going to be the critical time frame. And later in the week, we could see our river levels rising again because of it. So we're thinking during the Wednesday-ish time frame for the rivers in Yakima and Kittitas counties, that's when we'll likely see the best chances of river flooding. And then just like with last week, it's going to be a little bit later for the Yakima River at Kiona, in which we'll see the river crest and then the flooding time frame. Remember last week, a lot of these rivers got up into the moderate to major flood stage. This week, we're expecting action to minor flood stage. Here's a current look at the Yakima River at Kiona. A little caveat here, we're still actually at the minor flood stage, but the floodwaters will quickly recede for today, but then starting to build back up because of the aforementioned rainfall for the Cascades. This secondary crest, for now, as the forecast stands, is going to be on 4 p.m. at 4 p.m. on Friday. Okay, but the river flooding potential is going to be curbed by all the snowfall we'll get up in the Cascades. We will be measuring it in feet, so I'll talk about this and I'll time out the first 48 hours of it with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
Josh, thanks so much. 6:40, and taking a look at your consumer news this morning. Holidays are approaching and scammers are working overtime, hoping to trick shoppers, gift givers, and even travelers.
From fake pets to phony gift cards and social media schemes, the risks are everywhere this season. And this morning, Consumer Reports is telling us how staying alert and double checking every deal could save your holiday from turning into a nightmare.
Scammers don't suddenly take a break to spread joy during the holiday season. Here are some scams to watch out for this time of the year. If you're thinking about adding a furry friend to your family, don't get ripped off in the puppy scam.
That's horrible.
Joseph Steele thought he was getting this adorable puppy for his mother. He found the so-called breeder on Facebook and sent a $300 deposit. When it came time to get the dog, there was a problem.
And told us that we had to pay $150 more just to go up there and have the dog delivered to our house. And I'm like, that's not happening.
Consumer experts with the Better Business Bureau say that's a red flag.
They start tacking on more charges for a heated crate or for transportation.
Before sending money, research the breeder and read reviews. Don't let Scrooge drain your gift cards. This is when someone steals the card's info before it's sold and takes the money once the card is activated. Buy cards directly from the retailer and always get a receipt. If you receive gift cards, treat them like cash and spend them ASAP. Be very careful when scrolling and shopping on social media. A little research on the retailer could save you money. Check reviews and on a search engine, plug in the word scam or fraud next to the retailer and make sure it's real. Watch out for low prices that seem too good to be true.
A lot of times we get these reports after the holidays because they didn't receive the item, or they received the wrong item and can't return it, or their credit card was charged more than they thought.
Things to keep in mind and to ensure your holidays are filled with merriment and free from scams. This is Ashley Prieto.
All great things.
Grinches.
Great things to keep in mind.
I know.
Just double check.
Double check, yeah. And then, you have to be mindful of packages being delivered and all of that too.
Research, set up times for delivery. So many options.
Have you seen the like the videos of people setting up like decoy packages?
Oh no.
And filling them with like some sort of
that'd be funny.
Powder bomb or paint.
It's a good prank. Try that. Just kidding.
Just a couple things. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Your morning spread, everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning. And we'll check back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth. He'll have your full first alert forecast, talking winds, talking the possibility of some more flooding and snow in the mountains.
We meet again, Mr. Kringle.
Seriously?
Go on, say it. I just want to apologize, for kidnapping you last year.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, it's overdue. In fact, I'm surprised you brought me anything this year.
Well, that's what I do.
Naughty, naughty. I suppose I deserve that. You think? Hey, Can I?
No, you can't keep the little guy.
Christmas is fast approaching, and Honey Baked Ham has exactly what your family gathering needs. Pick up one of our famous fully cooked spiral hams dripping with our delicious glaze. And don't worry, we also have whole turkeys and whole turkey breasts. Don't forget, Honey Baked Ham makes a perfect holiday gift. Complete your feast with our incredible sides and delicious desserts. So many choices! Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard, or call us at 509-579-5855. Put Honey Baked Ham on your table this year.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
So happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on this Silverado with over $7,900 total value. Plus, Costco Executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, but thanks to Skyrizi and clearer skin, I'm all in. With Skyrizi, I saw dramatically clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
With Skyrizi, nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your dermatologist about Skyrizi today. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Unwrap the gift of music at Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos. Bring home the timeless sound of a Yamaha piano this holiday season, either acoustic or digital pianos. Enjoy 0% financing for 24 months now through January 5th. Available in-store and online. From uprights to grands and the Yamaha Clavinova, all delivering incredible sound with a beautifully natural feel. Make your home sing this Christmas with Yamaha from Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos in Richland.
A festive flight on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We have First Alert Weather days in front of us as we have a whole bunch of snow ahead of us for Cascade Passes, 10 p.m. on Tuesday to 4 a.m. next Monday at the very least. And here's the culprit, this atmospheric river that is lined up in the Pacific, and this is going to bring round after round of rain and mountain snow. So First Alert radar showing you some light rainfall on the map for now. Has been moderate to heavy at times up in the Cascades, and of course that could contribute to some additional river flooding for this week, albeit it's not going to be as bad as it was for last week. But let's put this into motion over the next 48 hours for Futurecast radar. Still looking pretty wet out there by 8 a.m., but after that a lot drier for lower elevations, and that's going to continue as we head into Tuesday. But I want you to pay attention to the mountains, specifically the Cascades, okay? So have some rain and snow showers throughout the day for tomorrow, starting to pick up a little bit more into the afternoon. But watch what happens during the late evening for Tuesday night and then into Wednesday morning, starting to see some much heavier rainfall. And eventually, very quickly, this is going to transition to some heavy snowfall that'll make our passes look not fantastic as we head into Wednesday morning. So you can see hour-by-hour precip chances yourself by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. Okay, here are some of the snowfall totals we're expecting from 10 p.m. on Tuesday to 4 p.m. on Wednesday. 5 to 10 inches of snow for Cascade Passes, maybe a couple inches for Blue Mountain Passes. And then from 4 p.m. on Wednesday to 4 a.m. next Monday, folks, we're looking at maybe 2 to 3 feet of snow for our Cascade Passes. So we are expecting chain requirements. We're expecting pass closures if this comes to fruition. And of course, this is as we get closer and closer to the holiday. So there's going to be a lot of holiday travel, something to keep in mind if you do have to travel, especially to the west side over the next week. So here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Gusts up to 50 miles per hour on Tuesday night. And then in Yakima, active weather in front of us and trending a good deal cooler throughout the forecast period. In Ellensburg, windy today and Wednesday, then a chance of a wintry mix Thursday through Sunday. For Hermiston, gust up to 50 miles per hour tomorrow night, but high winds continue into Wednesday. And finally, for Walla Walla, an active forecast ahead, watching the possibility of some snow mixing in for next week. And now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, mid-air collision averted.
We just had traffic pass directly in front of us within 5 miles of us, maybe 2-3 miles, but it was an air-to-air refueler from the United States Air Force, and he was at our altitude. We had to stop our climb.
A JetBlue flight headed to New York from Curacao off the coast of Venezuela. The pilot reporting to air traffic control that it nearly collided with a U.S. military aircraft. U.S. Southern Command telling ABC News it is working to assess the situation.
There's a lot we don't know right now, but if in fact we had a U.S. Air Force airplane flying through Curaçao's airspace without coordination internationally, that is a worry, and that could be a big international incident.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on this reported close call and why it happened. With your GMA First Look, I'm Hannah Battah, ABC News, New York.
This little light of mine in the dark found a hopeful sign.
For those with depression not getting enough relief from their antidepressant, adding Caplyta can help you let in the light, providing greater relief from depression symptoms than an antidepressant alone. And unlike some medications, Caplyta is also proven to deliver significant symptom relief from both bipolar 1 and 2 depression.
Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Call your doctor about new or sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks. Report fever, confusion, stiff muscles, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High cholesterol and weight gain may occur, as can high blood sugar, which may be fatal. Common side effects are sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, dry mouth, feeling tired, and diarrhea. These aren't all the side effects.
Ask your doctor about Caplyta.
Help see more of the light inside of me.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:51. It's time for your morning sprint. We start with your national headlines. House Republicans unveiled a health care package on Friday that they say addresses the real drivers of health care costs. However, the proposal notably does not extend the soon-to-expire Enhanced Affordable Care Act subsidies. The GOP's plan is being offered as insurance premiums for millions of Americans are expected to skyrocket next year. The House package aims to expand the availability of associated health plans to allow employers to join together to buy coverage. It also would fund a cost-sharing reduction program to lower premiums for certain ACA enrollees. Also, new transparency requirements would be put on pharmacy benefit managers in an effort to lower drug costs. House Republican leaders expect to put their package on the floor this week.
6:51 in your business headlines this morning. Take a look at these aluminum saucepans. Do they look familiar? Town Food Service Equipment Company Incorporated of Brooklyn, New York is recalling the kitchen items due to potential lead contamination. The risk is that the lead contamination could get into your food. FDA, in a notice, says the recall covers 4 sizes of the aluminum saucepans from 1 quart up to 3 quarts. The saucepans were distributed to a network of food service equipment dealers and retailers in more than 30 states in between January 1st of 2023 through November 30th of this year. 6:52 now to look at the top 5 local things that you need to know this morning. Floodwaters are starting to recede across parts of Washington, but the threat's far from over. Heavy rain from an atmospheric river has caused some major flooding in Kittitas, Yakima, and Benton counties here locally, prompting road closures, emergency responses, and even a swift water rescue in Benton City. Several roads remain closed. Authorities reminding drivers to not go around the barricades. Reports say Van Giesen Street in Richland is now reopened. That just coming in this morning. Statewide, more than 50 highways have been able to reopen, but US 2 and US 12 remain closed in key areas. Repairs to US 12 here closer to home near Natchez could take until January. Emergency shelters remain open in Richland, and forecasters like our very own Josh Colbert saying more rain's on the way with the possibility of some snow as well.
President Donald Trump signed an emergency declaration on Friday that activates FEMA to respond to the severe flooding across the state. The move comes after heavy rain and melting snow caused rivers and creeks to overflow, leading to widespread washouts. And the declaration covered multiple counties that includes Benton, Chelan, and Yakima, as well as tribal nations, and there is the potential for expansion. Governor Bob Ferguson thanked federal officials. He also mobilized the National Guard and first responders to assist with rescues and cleanup efforts.
And the Red Cross is also warning drivers not to attempt to cross floodwaters, even shallow ones. Heavy rain and snow melt. They've sent water over the roads across Benton City, West Richland, and of course other communities here locally and around the state. And officials say hidden hazards like washed out pavement, weakened roadbeds, and debris could make even just a few inches of water really dangerous. And the water is really cold, and so that increases the risk of hypothermia if you were to get stuck in it. Safest option, of course, when you come into a situation like the one you're seeing there, don't do that. Turn around. Don't drive through the standing water. And of course, if you need help, you can reach out to the Red Cross if you're displaced.
And a Franklin County corrections officer was arrested on Thursday for allegedly sharing confidential details about an October Pasco shooting, which injured 6 people. Detectives began investigating in November after learning that Lynette Craig disclosed information about a suspect without legal authority. She now faces charges including official misconduct and rendering criminal assistance. Authorities say more arrests could follow. Anybody with any information is urged to contact the Franklin County Sheriff's Office.
And it was a tense night at the Benton Franklin Transit's board meeting as employees voiced concerns about a toxic workplace environment. Drivers, mechanics, and staff accusing leadership of favoritism, questionable spending, and retaliation, echoing allegations made from former CFO Alex Smith. Teamsters Local 839 said the agency is struggling with multiple grievances and unfair labor practices. CEO Thomas Strauss has not responded publicly, and the board has referred the claims to legal counsel.
Good to see you.
Employees say they won't feel safe until an independent investigation and major reforms are made.
Trending now this morning, a high-fiving gorilla has won the top prize in this year's Nikon Comedy Wildlife Awards.
The image was captured by British photographer Mark Methcon. Organizers say, hey buddy. Organizers say that this was a record-breaking year for the annual contest. They received more than 10,000 entries from 109 countries.
Judges narrowed the entries down to a selection of 40. A panel of judges then selected the overall winner as well as the category winners.
That is me on the way to my food when I am hungry. Let's go. That's the happy dance, the happy food dance. That's too cute.
I love it. We looked at a lot of those shots from the contest, and
any other favorites
epic,
of yours?
All of them. It's just incredible, the images that were captured.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of photographers try to get like the cool shots, but that's the money.
That's the money.
The funny
shot.
ones.
Yeah, exactly. All right, get us out the door because there's a lot going on.
Oh,
yeah, there is. First, we're going to start off with something we haven't talked about a lot this morning. Temperatures 30s, 40s, and 50s out there, so you want to grab some sort of jacket as you're headed out the front door. Wind gusts are impacting the mountains for now, not so much for lower elevations. That will change throughout the day. Okay, first alert radar is showing you some moderate to heavy rainfall up in the Cascades for this morning, lighter rainfall elsewhere. And of course, that rain over the next couple days in the Cascades could make our river levels go up once again. Here's your umbrella cast for this Monday for the Tri-Cities. You see just little shower chances through 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. After that, should be dry. So for today, 50s and 60s for lower elevations. It is going to be windy. It is going to be even windier for Tuesday night. Damaging wind gusts possible. First alert weather day then. And then first alert weather day from 10 p.m. on Tuesday to 4 a.m. next Monday. As throughout that time frame, could have 3 feet of snow for Cascade passes.
3 feet of snow. Oh, goodness. Lots going on.
In the mountains. We love snow in the mountains.
Thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America's up next, and we're back tonight with your local news and weather.
Have a great day.